You are now listening to the smooth sound of jazz and R&B on WABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP. Nah, come on, man. Y'all know I'm just fucking with y'all. It's your boy Mgtow, and yeah, we gonna talk about it tonight. Today's topic: women first, men last. We all know that this has been programmed into the minds of men throughout history, but should that rule still apply to society today? To me, simply put, the answer is no. How many times have you gone out to a restaurant with a female present and your server proceeds to pour water for the woman first? And if any additional drinks like juice or soda is ordered, you get the same result. The server pours for the woman first. It seems the only time the man will get served his drink first in this situation is when he orders a bottle of wine, which in the restaurant world goes, whoever orders the bottle gets the first sip. That is the only instance in all my 15 years of working as a server that I've seen a man get his drink poured first. And you have to remember, that's still after his water or any other non-alcoholic drinks he ordered is poured after the woman. It's pretty much sexist, right? But this has been considered the norm for the longest time. And me being a realist, it's total bullshit. I don't care how you feel. It is indeed sexist and could be considered entitlement as well, especially if the man is the one paying for the check. It doesn't matter if you are on a date or with a female friend, the same rule seems to apply. We all know that men have been expected to pay the bill 900 times out of 10. And you mean to tell me I can't get my damn water and soda poured first? What kind of bullshit? Shut your ass up. What's even worse is when you are with a group, let's say there's 5 women and 3 men. No matter where you are at the table, the server, whether it be a male, female, she-male, thundercat, because we all know in this day and age, people are identifying as dogs, vampires, paper straws, white out, and all kinds of crazy shit. But whoever it is will still pour 5 drinks for the ladies before they finish off with the men. Even if the server has to bob and weave in between each person to get to the women, that's exactly what they will do, even if they risk spilling liquid all over the table. That doesn't make any logical sense to me at all. You know what this type of behavior is equivalent to? Chivalry. Chivalry is the same thing as putting women on a pedestal above men. The treat her like a princess conditioning. I talked about this in my last video. They still think they are a princess. Chivalry to me is just another form of mental slavery. You do know that women being treated better than men is considered unequal treatment as well, right? So how can chivalry and equality logically coexist? If women are trying to be equal to men, then how a man treats a woman will become how a man treats a man. The duty for men to open doors, pay for meals, always let women go first, and being their protectors all vanishes completely. You do know that this is what women are trying to have legislated, right? Men don't do these things for other men, so why the hell were we conditioned to do this for women? Women have been benefiting from chivalry their entire lives. And this is how you know how illogical they truly are. They want to do away with being different, which will return ultimately hurt themselves. They are simply put ass backwards and always get in their own way. If you want to sit here and tell me that the reason men should do these things is because it's the nice thing to do, then you need to understand that being nice is fixed on assumptions of inequality. For example, Jennifer carried a 30-pound package up 4 flights of steps, even though I was standing there and could have done it myself. But I view her as an equal to me, so it didn't matter that I was a man. She is a human being, has 2 arms just like I do. We make the same money and have the same responsibilities. Equality, not chivalry, is what women seem to want. Equality is exactly that, equality. The justification is that women are not physically as strong to open their own doors, able to provide for themselves, meaning paying for their own meals, or more deserving of compassion than we as men, by allowing women to always go first at everything. This type of thinking in this day and age needs to be buried and forgotten. And that's just real talk. There's absolutely no logical way that chivalry and equality can coexist. Either men are going to be nice to you or treat you as an equal. So women, I ask you, which one do you want? Chivalry is on the verge of becoming extinct anyway, thanks to Mgtow knowledge, women's constant bad attitudes, and most of them not wanting to be treated like a lady because it makes them so-called feel less than a woman. I'm surprised it hasn't already completely died. As always, I'm just scratching the surface here. There's tons more to this topic, but let me know what you think, fellas, whether you agree or not. I am all ears. Oh, and as a bonus, I just want to share a quick short story with y'all about my new job at this restaurant. So, I was told to bring in my identification from a list of acceptable forms that so that I can get paid. Told the manager on duty that I brought my state ID and my birth certificate. You know what this bitch had the nerve to say to me? Oh, you should have brought your social security card instead of your birth certificate. It's just common sense. Now, if I was my old self, I would have told her, shut your ass up. But since I think smarter now, and I know women, I challenged her. I told her, listen, that might be common sense for you, but in my case, I misplaced my social security card, and even if I did have it, the list of acceptable documentation clearly states that a state ID and a birth certificate would work. So this is what I brought. If you could see the look on her face. But this is how you know women want to control you. She actually looked shocked that I stood up for myself. I let her know that I don't care if she's the manager. I know my worth. But she still proceeded to tell me that bringing a social security card was common sense. So of course I just ignored her dumb ass. But women, especially of power, just insist on being disrespectful towards men because they have confused being strong and independent like a man with coming across as being a total bitch. Which is exactly why I hate having a female as one of my bosses. Just some food for thought. Never be scared of a bitch. I don't care how much power she may seem to have over you. You have a right to speak up anytime you feel uncomfortable about anything, fellas. Ain't no bitch gonna run my life anymore. I don't give a fuck who you are. Believe that. In the words of my favorite football player, Chad Ochocinco, kiss the baby. Remember, fellas, Mgtow is freedom, Mgtow is life, Mgtow for life. This is Mgtow, and I'm built Mgtow strong.